Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I am back with another informative video. So the topic of discussion is how to create a family trust to protect and grow the wealth. So first of all, we will discuss that what is a family trust and how do you set up the one. Trust are used to manage estate taxes, shelter assets from the creditors, and pass on wealth to the future generation. A family trust is a specific type of the trust that families can use to create a financial legacy for years to come. There are several benefits to creating one, including ensuring your family members receiving your wealth and avoiding public disclosure of the trust assets. However, not every family necessarily needs a family trust, as there are the other estate planning options. If you have questions about your family's financial outlook, consider speaking with a financial advisor. What is a family trust? At the core of the family trust, there are three parties: a grantor, a trustee, and a beneficiary. So, the grantor is the person who makes the trust and transfer their assets into it. The trustee is the person who manages the assets in the trust on the behalf of the beneficiaries. The beneficiaries are the individuals who receive some type of the beneficial financial benefit from the trust, similar to the beneficiary of our life insurance policy. As you might expect, a family trust list your family members as the beneficiaries. That mean your children, grandchildren, siblings, aunts and uncles, cousins, or any other family members can be a beneficiary. Family trust can also include spouses. So family trust are a type of the living trust, and they can be revocable and irrevocable depending on your wishes. For starters, a living trust is one that takes effects during the your lifetime. A revocable trust that can be altered and terminated at any time, while an irrevocable trust is permanent. With an irrevocable family trust, you can act as your own trustee, naming successor trustees to the take over the reins if you become incapacitated or pass away. With an irrevocable trust, you must name someone else to act as the trustee. For reference, the table below clarifies compare the advantages of the common types of the trust. Here is the trust type and the main benefits. First one is the marital trust, an irrevocable trust established by one spouse for the benefit of the other. The surviving spouse gets assets in the trust along with any income, this allowing surviving spouse to avoid paying taxes on the assets during their lifetime, but their heirs must pass taxes on the remaining must pay taxes on the remaining assets that they inherit. The second one is bypass trust B, or the credit shelter trust, reduces or eliminate estate tax by preserving the decreased spouse's estate tax exemption. Then charitable trust is established to the divide assets between the specific charities and the beneficiaries, and or pass on the remaining assets to a designated charity. Then generation skipping trust established to pass the assets to the grandchildren while allowing children to potentially access income generated from these assets tax free. Life insurance trust, and this is an irrevocable trust that holds a life insurance policy for a designated beneficiary. Both the value of the policy and the death benefits avoid state taxes. Special needs trust established to pay for the medical care or day-to-day expenses of the special needs dependents, which allow them to remain eligible for the government benefits. Then is the spendthrift trust. Is this structure this trust structure limits the beneficiary access to assets to avoid misuse. Beneficiaries could access income or the trust earned from the assets, but may be excluded from getting the principal amount. Then come the testamentary trust. This trust becomes irrevocable upon the owner's death and is established through a last will and our testament. Beneficiaries can access assets only predetermined time. Then comes totem trust. This is a type of the bank account that is payable on the death to the beneficiary named in the account. What are the family trust used for? A family trust ensures that your assets are managed according to your wishes on the behalf of your beneficiaries. So let's say you have 5 million in the $5 million in the assets, and you want to divide it between your children. You can use family trust to specify when they can access their shares for your assets and under what terms. For instance, you may include a stipulation in the trust agreement that they can't touch the money until they complete college or reach a predetermined age such as 25 or 30. You might also set up a family trust if you have a child or a family member who requires social media care. Placing assets in a special needs trust allow them to still be eligible for the government provided disability benefits like Medicaid. Family trust can also be useful in estate planning if you want to avoid probate for your family. Probate is the legal process of the distributing the assets in the estate due to the descendant dying in estate without a will or having a estate larger than the respective state government's limit. Anything that happens in the probate is part of the public record and it can be time consuming and the expensive process. So transferring assets to a family trust can make life much easier for your family. In this way you can also use irrevocable trust to insulate assets from the creditors. Most importantly, family that can help to minimize estate taxes once the trust grantor passes away. Otherwise, estate gift tax could be a significant bite. How to set up a family trust? The first step is in creating a family trust, typically taking and talking with an estate planning attorney or a financial advisor to make sure this type of trust is right for you. So there are a variety of the trust options you can use in estate planning. A professional can help you compare different trust options to find the best one. If you choose to move forward with family trust, then you will first want to decide who you want to act as the trustee. Again, that you could be yourself or you could name someone else. Next, you would decide which family member you want to be benefit with from the trust. You'd also need to determine exactly what benefit they get from the trust. From there you would create a trust agreement. While there are plenty of the software programs that can help you do this at a little or no cost. Line these may not be the best choice if you have substantial assets, so keep that in mind when weighing whether to create a trust yourself or work with an estate planning attorney. Once the trust document is complete, the next step is funding it. This means transferring ownership of the asset to the trust with the trustee responsible for managing them. For example, placing a home in a family trust involves transferring the deed, so the trust becomes the legal owner with the trustee overseeing it. Assets commonly placed in a family trust include real estate, vehicles, collectible bank accounts, and the investment holdings. Whether your trust document need a notary or a field with your local register of the deeds depend on the laws in your state. It is helpful to check legal requirement for a trust where you live to make sure you have done it correctly. Otherwise, your heights must run into issue that later into issue that later is time to access done assets. Then comes the Family trust for the wealth creation. A family trust can be a great vehicle to help build wealth with many benefits from a tax asset protection and estate planning perspective. I personally use a family trust in my own situation and have many clients that do so as well. This puts me in a good position to give some high level thoughts on the pros and cons of and uses of our family trust before jumping in. I do want to say that utilizing a family trust is definitely not appropriate for everyone's situation. You really need to do your research and get the right advice prior to going on this path. What is a family trust? A trust is a structure that allows trustee to hold assets on behalf of its beneficiaries. There are different types of the trust available, but in this article we are focusing on the family trust. A family trust is a form of the discretionary trust which has made family trust election. This means that immediate family members, parents, grandparents, spouses, children, brother, and the sisters can be the beneficiaries of the trust. The trustee is commonly going to be as you as an individual or you as the director of the corporate trustee. I typically prefer the latter options in the most cases, as in it provides additional estate planning and asset protection, limited liability benefits. Family trust for the tax planning. One of the key benefits of using a family trust is tax planning. By setting up a trust, individual can purchase his assets in the trust, distributing future income and the capital gain to the beneficiaries at the trust discretion. For example, if you want to purchase an investment property, you could consider doing so via a family trust. Under this arrangement, instead of the rent always getting taxed in the name of the other person, in the name of the person on the title, the trustee can distribute the net rental income differently each year. This could mean you can distribute a portion of the income to your spouse, a portion or to your kids, and the remainder to yourself. It's powerful because you can change who gets what each year, adapting it depending on your family situation and the associated marginal tax rates. It's important to note that unlike companies, family trusts do receive the 50% general discount on the capital gains for the assets held longer than 12 months. If you are considering using a family trust for the tax planning purpose, you should seek independent advice from a licensed accountant. And then comes the family trust for the asset protection. Another key benefit of using family trust is the asset protection. Assets held in a trust are generally protected from the legal claims and the creditors. This can be especially important if you are in a high risk profession or involved in litigation. By holding assets in a trust, you can help to protect your assets from the potential lawsuits and other legal claims. If you are considering utilizing family trust for the asset protection purpose, you should seek independent legal advice. First, family trust are for the estate planning. Family trust can also be useful for the estate planning purposes, as interest as assets do not form a part of the estate. Instead, these are dealt with by succession provisions and the trust deeds. Under this arrangement, the assets can continue to be owned by the trust. If you pass away, there is no need to sell down the assets or change ownership. If it is in a family trust, this is made even easier with a corporate trustee. This gives you more control over managing tax consequences for the beneficiaries. Also, the distribution can be made on ongoing basis. This avoids the need to distribute large lumps of the money or assets where you don't think it is appropriate for the beneficiary. For instance, you may have an adult child That is terrible with money. Under a family trust, you can limit the income they receive to prevent them from wasting it. If you have a family complex family structure or a blended family, you could consider a family trust, as it can help to ensure that all the beneficiaries are treated fairly, particularly where you think will may be contested. If you are considering utilizing a family trust for estate planning purpose, you should seek advice from an estate planning specialist. Downsides of a family trust: as you can see, there are the lot of potential benefits to using a family trust. However, before you get too excited, let's consider some of the downsides. So the very first is trust can be expensive to set up and maintain. Each year you will need to lodge a tax return for the trust. Therefore, a trust is not cost effective for small sums of money. Then the second point is, if you hold existing assets and want to transfer the ownership to a family trust, there will be capital gain tax issues, and potential stamp duty consideration dependent on the type of the asset. Family trust can't distribute a loss. This can be particularly tax inefficient where the trust has also has franking credits that it what to distribute but can due to the tax loss position. Whilst the tax losses can be carried forward, the benefit of the franking credits and will be lost. All profits should be distributed out of the family trust. If retained in the trust, they will be taxed at the top marginal rates. Before distributing money to a beneficiary, consider what implications have additional accessible income will mean from the for them, aside from the obvious tax payable. For instance, special consideration need to be put on the impact it could have on any social security benefits such as age pension, or if the HEC's debts. This could increase the mandatory repayment. When distributing the money to child below the age of 18, you need to be aware of the minor tax rates. You should consider the implications of the section 100A of the taxation ruling, which deals with the reimbursement agreements. It may be considered tax avoidance where the lower on or occasionally taxed beneficiaries of our trust are made entitled by the entitled to trust or overcome by a trustee, while the income is enjoyed by another person who would otherwise have had to pay more income tax than comes. Here continue to learn more about the family trust. So there you have it a quick crash course in the family trust. Today we have just scratched the surface. There is a lot more we could have talked about, such as utilizing family trust structure for the business owner or the employing a bucket company as a beneficiary of a family trust. We will save these topics for the further discussion. So the family trust can also be useful for the state planning purposes, as the trust do not form part of the state. Instead, they are dealt with by the succession provision in the trust deeds. Then, under this arrangement, the assets can continue to be owned by the trust. If you pass away, there is no need to sell down the assets or change ownership if it is in a family trust. This is even easier with the corporate trustee. This gives you more control over managing tax consequences and the tax consequences for the beneficiaries. Also, distribution can be made on the ongoing basis. So that was all about the topic where we discussed how to create a family trust to protect and grow the wealth. So hope this will have been beneficial for you. So do subscribe the channel for more videos. Thank you.